horizontal and it's gone vertical again. So I apologize. Let me get you on my iPad. And there goes my clock. So can you hear me okay? Yes, Zay's wife. What's your first names? I don't know either of your first names. I just know you as Zay and Zay's wife. Well, 21, but it's yeah, you were sick the last time I actually talked to you. You were coming down with something in North Carolina. And then you guys made that long haul back. And I'm reading comments on my iPad. I was going to do the whole live on this. Can you hear me okay? I mean, I had the volume up. Yeah, I hear me okay because I do have microphones, but I think in this house for some reason I don't need them. You can hear me okay? Yeah, awesome. Cool. That's all I need to know. Uh-oh, my light went out. I forgot to charge it. Got this really cool clip light on Amazon. And of course, it's USB, like everything we all use anymore. I want to say it was like $9.99, and it clips on the top of my iPad. So hopefully, it's light enough. My iPad's not charged, so I'm plugged in. So I have an open house today. Um, Volume's great. Awesome. Awesome. Um, So thank you for joining me. And I know your husband's probably off to work. Yeah. I saw him on here when I logged on. I think he was the first comment coming in to say hello, and then I'm off to work. But so what's your name? Zay's wife? Because I like to call people by their name. I'm Janine. Everybody thinks I'm Little Ruby or Ruby. Um, okay, good. Well, I won't worry about the light. I could go plug it in, but so I'm doing an open house today. On Sarah. Okay, I and maybe I knew that. Maybe when you guys were traveling, you told me that. But hi, Sarah. It's nice to meet you. Or nice to see you on here. Sorry, I've already met you. um, but it was really funny about Wednesday. Our mail has been getting later and later. Looks like I have blush on, and I don't wear blush. I don't know what that is. My cheek looks red. Might have hit my cheek. Um, And our mail came like 7 o'clock. Actually, it was after 7. It was like 7:10. And we were sitting at the table after dinner, and I just happened to see the mail guy pull over there. And I was like, oh, that's late. And I wouldn't worry about it, but I was expecting something for my sisters on the fly group. So I walked out there. And as I'm walking out there, a side by side comes up our road really slow, and I don't think he sees me, even though the porch light was on. I was outside the range of it. I was about halfway between our front door and the paved road. And he stopped, turned around at our driveway, and went over to our brochure box and pulled out a brochure. And I could see because the light was dim. We don't have street lights up here, but I could see him do that. And so I, uh, I walked up, and I got pretty close. I said hello because I didn't want to surprise the guy. And anyways, he's a neighbor we haven't met. He lives about 2 miles down the road. His mom died like 2 years ago, and he's got a whole bunch of money, him and his siblings. And one or two of his siblings want to move to this town that we're in, and they would prefer to be on the same road. So, anyways, he's supposed to come. He's the reason I did an open house today because it's February. I live in the mountains, and traffic on open houses. We're an hour and a half from Grand Junction. So unless you want to live up here and you're interested in a second home, I appreciate you being on here, Sarah. I don't see anybody else yet, but I'm supposed to have a few. But anyways, I have a few that told me they were going to be on here if I did one. So we'll see. But anyways, he's supposed to come today with one or two of his siblings to look at our house. They want to walk the property with John. So, but being that it's February, yeah, I just want to sell it. I just I'm doing whatever. I dropped the price again. Oh, hey, Richie, you're on here. We got the UK. So we got Oregon and the UK. So where in the UK are you actually at, Richie? Because I don't know that. And Sarah, you've seen Richie on John's channel, I'm sure. So most of my peeps come from John's channel. I mean, I have a few of my own. Hi, honey bear. How are you? I love your videos. That one you did of little vintage. It's so cute. It's you're really talented with that. I was telling the story of why I'm having a Cambridgeshire. Okay. So I'm actually reading off of that. So I should just, and I'm sorry it's vertical. I set this up horizontal. I do not like vertical lives, but for some reason, when I do vertical lives, the comments stay on the screen on my iPhone. So I don't really have to read them down here. So I can look up there. So, um, but anyways, I'm doing an open house today because we have somebody really interested in our house. And I figured if I was cleaning it for them, I'm going to go ahead and do an open house till 3 o'clock, Colorado mountain time. So I'm running it actually from 11 to 3, but he's supposed to come prior to it, like at 10:30. So you've been so tired. Now, what do you do, Sarah? What do you, I know you're both working there in Oregon. Um, Are you getting any weather too? I know I'm asking questions, but you did? You're one of my first probably then. That's awesome. Well, John, I mean, I found John because I go on early in the morning. You're a teacher. What grade? What grade do you teach? Such an honorable thing to do. I never had kids, but I thought about becoming a teacher. I love kids. I just never had my own. Sorry, I'm not avoiding you, Richie. What do you do for work, Richie, besides make videos? Let's talk about work. Fifth grade. Oh, that's fun. Fifth grade. They're very, so we have our oldest grandson in Grand Junction. He's going to be 10 on March 4th. And he's in fourth grade right now, obviously, but he's going into fifth grade. And I remember fifth grade because I went to a little community school that was kindergarten through fourth. And then we had fifth and sixth. They didn't call it middle school. It was elementary and higher elementary. And then where I was at 7th, 8th, 9th was junior high, and 10th, 11th, 12th was high school. So 3 and 3. But when you went to fifth grade, you were a grown up. You were a big kid. And all I really remember about my fifth grade was my history teacher, Mr. Worthington. He just made history so fun. And I never wanted to leave this class. And I actually then pursued history in college. So I don't work, I just make videos. And oh, you're a gamer. I knew that. I did see that on your thing. So my oldest brother's work, I just stay at home and look after mom. Well, that's cool. Well, that's work, staying home, doing that, cleaning the house. It's work. Ask Sarah, and it's kind of funny, we have this house for sale. I like it pristine. Um, and even though I retired from real estate, I've been doing Instacart and I also babysit. So I'm gone 5 days a week here. So I'm gone working. I bet you do like your job. Oh, I bet you do. It's a fun age and they're willing to learn, but I come home and I have to clean house. So because my husband doesn't, and it's not that he's old school and thinks I have to do it. He just doesn't. He'll help me cook if it's on our big green egg or, barbecuing or smoking outside. He'll do a little bit inside, but he doesn't clean. He'll do his own laundry. I did finally put my foot down about before I retired from real estate. I was just exhausted. I said, "Look, you need to start doing your own laundry and do that so that I don't have to come home. But if you put it in the washer, you better at least put it in the dryer and start the button because I don't want to walk up to the washer and have to go. Now I have to put all these clothes in the dryer." And so no, he's good about that, but he doesn't clean. I mean, he doesn't. We have, we have a master suite and the bathroom attached to that. He likes the other one because it's got a big shower in it. And so he uses that bathroom. And I told him a long time ago, just clean your bathroom. But he doesn't. So this morning, as soon as he left to go down to his shop, I started cleaning and I started with his bathroom. Put a load of laundry in because his hamper was full, even though he does normally do it. But Anyways, special education. Well, that's even very honorable. So, yeah. And if you love your job, it's not a job. I loved real estate until I didn't. Um, had a sticker, weird existing. No, I don't know what. I'm seeing something on my screen. I don't think you guys see. It says add a sticker. I'm like, okay. Yeah, special ed is that's honorable. I have a niece in Wisconsin that does special ed, but she started as a para, so was working with one special needs student that was wheelchair. I want to say that one was paraplegic. I'm pretty sure she was paraplegic, but then she went back to school, and now she's subbing now, but she wants to do special ed. I don't know what grade, but well, thank you for being here. I'll chat with Richie now until somebody else comes. I've got some people from Australia that it's night there, but they don't sleep. They both told me they'd be on it. They might not be on right at 9. So thank you, Sarah. I try to do the Sunday lives every time at 9. This one's going to be a little rush just because I want to get cleaning at 10. So I'll probably end it at 9:45 anyways. So I try to go an hour normally. But thank you again. Sorry it's vertical. I keep setting them up horizontal, so I think I'm going to go back to doing them on the iPad because they stay horizontal on the iPad. And for some reason, my new phone doesn't. So thank you. Well, have a lovely day. Enjoy your day off and have fun this week in school. Um, yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you again. So, Richie, are you still here? Thank you. I totally thank you. Anybody I can get. I'm just chilling. Okay. So, what are you working on now, Richie? What's your latest? I saw something you posted last night. We were gone for the day on a family day and we were driving home, and I finally got on YouTube and I saw you had posted, but I haven't watched it yet. I saw you posted something, so I will watch it. So that Somo, is that what you called it? That's a app where you like when you did mine, or you did the one, actually when you did the one about consume the goodness. Kendra, I asked you something and you said you just feed it ideas and then it pops out a song. So is it like a special app? Simo A. It's a music app thingy on PC. Okay. Oh, Sono. Yeah, I should read. Okay. I haven't seen it. So, all right. Huh. It's pretty cool. I mean, you do all your stuff through that? Not your videos where you're like on your bike or doing your unicorn stuff. Fun, fun. So it's awesome. And then, so what time is it in the UK right now? Because I got the paid version for the year. The free version is limited. Yeah, I imagine like everything. I started when I got on YouTube. I did my videos on I video, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I video. I was gonna say iMusic, but and then I found CapCut for free 4:14 p.m. Oh, not too bad then. Okay, so you're still daylight at least, yeah. Um, so I have a friend that if she gets on here, Karen, it'll be like 1 a.m. in the morning or 2 a.m. in the morning, but she doesn't sleep good at night. So she said she was gonna pop on here. She wakes up a lot. She just doesn't sleep a lot. And then I have another friend in Australia that's traveling around in a vintage trailer that I hope she comes on too. Um, so I have two from Australia, two ladies. But anyways, yeah, so 4:14. So about well, what do you call it there? Because we call the middle of the day lunch and then dinner. And I think you call dinner in the middle of the day and supper at night. Or I know I have some friends from the United Kingdom. And that's what Kathy calls. So they come over here because they have kids over here and they visit. And she was actually a friend of my mom. So she's a lot older, but she's always teasing me because when I say lunch, she said, "You mean dinner?" So I think that's funny. Actually, our relatives in Iowa, 3 states east of us. Well, yeah, Kansas, Nebraska, the way we go in Iowa. Um, they do that too. They'll be here visiting, and then they say that, I'll say, I'm making lunch for everybody. No, you mean dinner. And I said, no, dinner for us is at night. So it's just funny how regional things are. I think it's cool. So, yeah. So what are you doing on a Sunday evening? Just chilling? And obviously, you're watching me, and I appreciate you being on here. I also had two people from Oklahoma that made my last Wednesday during the day video, and the reason they made it, they're actually in school. They're preteens. Well, one girl, I think she said she was 8. I think the other one was 14 or 13. But they had a snow day, so you're just relaxing. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. So so what's your weather like? So I'm in Colorado. We should have a minimum of 3 feet of snow on the ground from like all the way through December, January, February, March, and April. And we're bare ground on the south side of the house because the sun hits it all the time. Behind the house on the north side, we probably have 6 inches. I don't know, but it's very dry. So had a bit of rain. Do you get a lot of rain there? I know. Yeah, I know. It does rain more there than it does here. Your weather is more like we have relatives in Washington State along the coast, and like where Sarah was from in Oregon. They get a lot more rain. We don't get rain. I mean, we get monsoons in the summertime. But do you get snow there? Does it ever get cold enough to snow? I mean, it could snow anywhere. I lived in Arizona, in Phoenix, and one Christmas in the mid 90s. Now I'd moved from Colorado and I thought I'll never see snow. I wasn't going to stay there, but I was down there at the time. But I'll never see snow on Christmas again. Well, I walked outside and it was like 40 degrees. And then the storm rolled through and the temperature dropped to like 27 and it started hailing and then it started snowing. It didn't last. We had some weeks ago, lasted for, oh, that's cool. Huh. Yeah, because a lot of, I guess, like I grew up in California, and well, when I was first, we were too close to the coast to have snow. We got rain, but then when I was like kindergarten age, we moved to the mountains, and then we got snow. Obviously, I lived in the Sierra Nevada mountains, so well, that's cool. You get a little bit of weather then, other than just rain. That's like we have relatives in Washington, up by Seattle, Washington, and we go up and visit. And it like we'll be up there a week, and it rains every single day. And I don't mind rain. We don't see a lot of that here, but it's kind of depressing when it rains all the time. So, but yeah, but yeah, we need snow so bad. Our ski resort that's 23 miles from my house. Now I'm at 8,000 feet elevation. That's literally pretty high altitude. And the ski resort starts at about 8,500, but the runs where the lift is and all the way up to top of the mountain goes from like 8,700 to 10,000 feet. And they're making snow at 10,000 feet. They don't have the last snow we had was now a week ago. Last Saturday it snowed because last Sunday is when, I don't know if you saw my live from, but I was sitting here doing a live last Sunday at the same time, about 9:20. And all of a sudden, all hell broke loose going across that back slope right there up below the tree line. A mountain lion was being chased by our neighbor on the other side of the road, has hunting dogs, and we have mountain lions, and there's been some attacks lately. So, mountain lions are a big no-no around, especially we have dogs, and we have an elderly dog that doesn't hear now. So, we go outside and we stand there and watch her, make sure at night that she's okay because they are nocturnal. But I saw the cat. They chased the cat. All the dogs went going. I ended my live because I wanted to watch this and got my binoculars, saw the cat again, and the dogs were running it up that ridge behind. There's a mountain behind us. So, anyways, it went over into the next valley, and I still haven't heard if they got it. So, but it was exciting. And all these dogs, hound dogs, so you know what hound dogs, and there was probably 8 of them. And they were just, and then my dogs are howling and barking. It was chaos. I couldn't even, I'm talking and all that's going on. I'm like, what the heck? So, And then I saw the dogs because they were callers when they chase mountain lions, so they can call them back. And anyways, so as soon as I saw, I knew, and I started looking for the cat. But off camera, I saw the cat with my eyes, and then I got my binoculars and got a really good look at him. Add a Q&A sticker with an invisibility cloak. Yeah, I'm not. It's just you and I guess. I haven't seen anybody else on here, although it says 3, so there is more. If you're on our my live with Richie, we should collaborate, Richie. We should do a collaboration. Maybe we get more. Do you ever do lives? I guess if you do, I haven't caught yours, but that's kind of fun. I was in Quartzsite. Now, I had another channel, so I was in Quartzsite, Arizona, with my vintage trailer group, and 3 of us collaborated. I don't have that channel anymore. I had it with a lady, and we had a falling out. So, but anyways, we collaborated. We all 3 sat there and talked. And then I did do another one where we were both on screen because we weren't in the same location. But I'm trying to look down here. Anyways, you can see me okay, Richie, because I had my light. I forgot to USB charge it. It's a really cool clip-on light. It clips onto the top of my iPad, and it illuminates my face because I'm only sitting about a foot from the iPad, but I'm about 4 feet from the iPhone, just to get a little bit, not just my face, a little bit. And I pulled the shade down because the sun is coming up and it was blinding me. And I have really sensitive eyes, so I have to wear sunglasses, like even indoors sometimes. Our lights are all dim for that reason. We use yellowed lights. We don't use really bright lights, our light bulbs. But I get headaches. So, anyways, yeah, 9:22. That's exactly, it's 9:22 here, Mountain Standard Time. And it's exactly the time when I looked down and I heard all that commotion last week. So that's when I ended my live last. I think I stood up and looked, and then I came back and said, I gotta go. I had to tell my husband he wasn't here. He'd want to be here if a mountain lion was killed on our property. But anyways, I haven't heard if they got it. I know there's another guy hunting up here too. So, anyways, it didn't look huge. It was a mountain lion. And John went up and found the tracks. He said it wasn't big tracks. It was running, and that even made him bigger. He thought it was maybe, kind of a younger male. It had big feet. It had the broader feet, but they weren't real big. But anyways, so tell me something about you, Richie. What are you doing? Well, like I said, it's nighttime there. You getting ready to eat? Is it supper or dinner? I guess I never, if you answered that question. Yeah, I haven't made any of John's lives in a while. I've just been busy. So I had to babysit this week. And I'm house sitting for some friends of mine that are gone. A lot going on there. Some issues. So, anyways, but yeah. Are you still on here or did I lose you? It says I got a couple. Not yet. Just got my next onesie delivered. I'm gonna go make a unboxing video. Oh, okay. Awesome. Okay. Well, I'll check it out. And I do have to look at the one that you posted yesterday. I got up this morning, started cleaning. I got up at 5 a.m. So thank you for checking in with me. And I'm probably going to end this anyways, because I really would rather get on cleaning the house and getting it ready for those early birds that'll be here in exactly an hour. So, but I'll check out. I love you too. Thank you, Richie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll check into your new onesie video. So have a fun evening. Okay. Say hi to your family. Say hi to mom. Bye bye. Are you still here? I think once you leave them. Okay. Bye. 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 Take care. I'll see you around. I'll probably do a Wednesday video, probably in the afternoon though, so it might be a little late for you. 3 p.m. here is when I usually do my, or sorry, 2 p.m. on Wednesdays is when I normally do. So I don't know what that's your time. And I'm going to go ahead and say bye for now. I'll get this posted. So this will be today's video. And tomorrow I'll get back to my regular videos. So thank you for joining me when you popped on here. If I missed saying hi to you, I had more on here and I'm sorry. I didn't catch your names. I'll try to end it and go back and read real quick. So if you have a channel and you comment, I will find your channel. I screenshot and then I'll follow you and subscribe if you have a channel that posts. So take care. Bye for now.